Hey everyone, this is Kevin from OverAI, and today we're going to go through some of the building blocks that you can use to build your solutions within OverAI. The easiest way to use all of them is, of course, the architect, and we have a separate video on that. The architect is a AI agent that allows kind of takes input on what you want the solution to be and will automatically choose which of these building blocks to use. But in this video, I'll walk through the different options so that you know what choices you have if you wanted to edit them manually or just to know what the architect will have an easy time with. So we'll go over here to create, and you can see we're in the second workspace. The default workspace already has a few examples set up, and a workspace encapsulates everything related to a project. So everything we're about to do will only be able to be used within the second workspace, and it will be distinct from the default. So I'll hit create. We can choose automation first. An automation has a trigger event that happens outside of a user clicking around in a typical web page. In other words, either on a timer or via an email. These are things that don't happen on a given website, and you still may want logic to run in certain situations, and that's where automations come in handy. We'll go over here, we'll click create, we'll go to web page. A web page is exactly what it sounds like. It is an app. You can see it is deployed up here. That means anyone can use it. Anyone with the link and the right permissions can use it, and they can interact with it as a typical web app. We have a printable page similar to the web page in some ways. This one is just optimized for printing. So you will know the use case as to which one is appropriate. Then we have functions. Functions are reusable blocks of logic that can be used throughout your workspace. You can see they're written with JavaScript. These are not something the user actually experiences. They're the logic that happens when a user clicks a button, for example. So then we have agents. You've probably seen a similar interface in either Claude or an OpenAI product. You define a system prompt up here on how the agent should process user requests, and then you can test the agent over here by just typing in messages, and that will show you if the agent is ready to be deployed within your company. We have an integration. You can see a list of many common SaaS products that OverAI can integrate with. It's just a connection between OverAI and this product because likely this is a key business system for you where you want to complete transactions between your OverAI apps and automations and this system. We have a table space. A table space is a table in a database. And I'll show you an example here of what this looks like. You can see with this this relationship view that there are 7 or so tables, and you can see the fields where they're linked. Just a very typical Postgres database. And again, AI is very good at manipulating this for you. Next up, we have a data stream. Data stream is let's say a table in a database that's optimized for frequent transactions. So this might be something that occurs every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, where a traditional database wouldn't make sense to write with that frequency because it would become non-performant. So you can create a data stream to easily track this kind of frequent data. A data file. You can see the different types here. These are all file types that I'm sure you're familiar with. It's just a file that will later be referenced by anything else within the workspace. And you can click the upload button here to add the file. And finally, an action runner. So an action runner is a small application that needs to be installed on a computer locally. You can see via an executable file or via a zip. And what this will do is allow OverAI to interact with applications that may not be exposed to the cloud or to the internet. These are things that could be traditional local desktop software or on-premises software. This will allow you to interact with them and bring data into OverAI.